Welcome back, everybody, to the Starlight broadcast. Yet another Star Wars podcast. Every single time, for the foreseeable future. I love stumbling over my words. I'm Ted.
You
making fun of me or something?
No.
Was that backwards?
No, I just kind of wanted to.
No, just gibberish.
Yeah, I'm Brad.
For the April 1st episode, what if we just dropped an entire episode? It's too late now, but just my cat.
Let's learn Jawa'ese.
Oh,
Just talk.
I would totally want to do that.
Like
Houdini. It's easy. It's not. I can hear my cat doing something behind me, but when I turn around, I can't see her, and that is the most concerning thing in the entire world. So, I guess I'm fucked. But okay. All right. Doesn't matter. Brad, tell the people what we're here for. Tell the people what we're doing.
It's the second day of motherfucking Andor April.
Andor April.
We're still here. We're getting further into it.
We're doing it, baby. Hope you guys like the new logo, the temporary Andor April logo.
Oh yeah.
Kind of,
A little bit.
Hey.
Just a little extra sauce.
Hey.
You know,
it's what we do. It's what we do over here.
Yeah.
Mix things
Maybe,
up.
I don't know. For other series or months too, we might skadoodle with the colors. I feel like it adds a nice it makes it kind of a little different.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be fun doing that for I was thinking about like the different colors we could do for the different movies. That could be good.
Oh, for sure.
That could be good.
Ted, before we get into Andor,
Okay.
we
Yeah.
actually have some news.
Yeah.
I think it was yesterday. We got a confirmation and a trailer of a new show. One that eerily seems like what I proposed in my projects that I would want to do.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. We got Star Wars Tales of the Underworld. Again, same formula as the other Tales shows. 6 episodes, 3 each, telling a story of Asajj Ventress and one of Cad Bane. Clone Wars animation,
Of course.
peak now. It's literally just done to perfection. Did you watch the trailer?
I did not. I am really excited
Oh.
for it, so I'm not gonna watch a trailer.
Dude, it gave me full body chills.
No, yeah. I've
It was
seen
edited
some
really well.
screenshots, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold off.
Yeah, and it did, it got me in my weak spot, which is, at a point, you hear, something adjacent to, the Death Star alarm sound
Ugh.
repeating,
Yeah, that's always
which
good.
is, that just immediately throws me into it. That's, my favorite trailer for Rogue One, where, so many of the shots didn't end up in the final movie, but it's just the editing with the alarm sound. It's so
Rogue
good.
One trailer, Star Wars trailers. It's so funny to watch prequel trailers because they're very much early 2000s, and then you go to Force Awakens trailer. Say what you want about the movie, that's an incredible trailer.
God.
That is such a good trailer.
It is.
The Last Jedi trailers, the Last Jedi campaign marketing. Oh my God, it was so good. The posters we had coming out, the trailers, the ads, the TV spots.
Dude, just the red and white,
Yeah.
punch of it all. Even the Rise of Skywalker trailer was a decent trailer. That got people hyped.
That's the nicest I think you've ever been to Rise of Skywalker on here.
I think so. And so, well, no,
No, yeah.
It was a good trailer.
Yeah,
It's just
better than the movie.
unfortunate where it led to. Yeah, yeah. Which
Crazy. I wonder.
It's crazy how like the best scene of the movie is probably like close to the length of the trailer, which is like crazy.
Yeah. You know what? This is a little off topic. Me getting off topic real quick though. I
No.
think another movie that has a trailer that's better than the movie is Avengers: Age of Ultron.
I think I could agree with that.
It's like,
The creepy Pinocchio song.
yeah, dude. And
And then
it ends with him.
"Ah."
It ends with him saying like, "There are no strings on me," and it's like, "Oh my God, Ultron!" Like movie, I don't hate the movie as much as a lot of other people did back in the day. It just like came out during a certain point in my life where it was what I needed. Like I was really excited for it.
Yeah.
Um,
It's okay.
yeah. So I have a soft spot for it, but that trailer is so much better than the movie. Like I can recognize that.
Dude, that trailer. I feel like a lot, maybe not a lot of the MCU trailers, but there's some MCU trailers where I like vividly remember watching them, you know?
Endgame trailer.
Oh my God.
When the first Endgame trailer dropped, dude, I ran. I was in
The first
school.
Infinity War trailer.
Yeah, that. Oh my God, dude, I was watching that
Yeah.
shit. Like I kid you not, I was watching it daily. Like I was watching it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good.
But yeah.
That's not what we're here for, though.
Tales of the Underworld, Ted.
Tales of the Underworld. They stole your idea. Let's get you some royalties.
I'm so glad they did though. Like we made an episode about like what would fans want, and I was like, I want this, and then they actually did it, and that seems so rare.
I will
for that
say,
to
like,
happen at all.
to be a bit of an asshole.
It's yeah.
I'm excited for it. It's gonna be cool. But like,
Mhm.
Cad Bane and Ventress have gotten so much screen time over the past couple years. Would have been really cool to get like Jango Fett or like Embo as the focus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
or Bosk or Dengar. You know, something. I don't know.
Or like Zuckuss. Oh. Zuckuss.
Who?
We got a Forlom.
Are you? don't glup shit over me, man. Come on.
I'm not glup shittoing.
Who are those people?
Zuckuss. Zuckuss and Forlom, I think, are in like the original lineup of bounty hunters that Vader brings in on Empire.
Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah.
What a
The
character.
only reason, dude, I became so like well attuned to him was Lego Skywalker Saga. He was like my go-to bounty hunter just because he spoke in the third person.
Does he really?
He's like, Zuckuss will satisfy all your bounty hunter needs.
Dude, Forlom's got a crazy design.
Yeah, Forlom's wacky. But yeah,
They've
like
got
I
the
would
same
love for there to be
face,
more
right?
seasons to kind of expand on more characters, like you're saying. I feel like, dude,
Yeah, they're doing a weird like one and done with all of these Tales of shows, which I don't love.
like we need more Django Fett. Like
It's
I
so
feel like
weird that we're
having-
not getting more.
I know, especially when Boba gets his own show,
Yeah.
which is different, but like it's like I feel like if they could, because we got Jedi, Tales of the what was the Empire, but Underworld, and like what we're gonna get like Tales of the Republic, Tales of the Sith, like it's just gonna be like all random 6-part shows, just, but none of them have a season 2, which would be kinda
Yeah,
weird.
I don't know. It
I feel like
seems like it
this
would be
one, yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it would be weird. To
This
just
one I
never
feel like
do
is, yeah, most acclimated to having multiple seasons.
more. Yeah. I just all I want Tales of the Jedi Season 2 High Republic,
Ah, yeah.
That is
But-
literally all I want. But
Dude, that'd be so good. Another piece of news
yeah, is this
that I found out this
Yeah.
morning, putting together like my final notes.
Mm.
Ted, we're gonna see him again. Charles Soule's coming back to the con.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the
serious,
fuck up.
They confirmed it this
Shut
morning,
up.
dude. They
Shut
posted it.
up.
Yeah,
Shut
dude.
up. Shut up.
I'm
No way.
serious.
No way. Hang on.
Okay, that's the reaction I wanted. Dude, I saw it and I was like, oh my god. I gotta tell you
Shut
during the
up.
episode.
Oh my god! Let's go! No way! Oh my god! Oh my god, that's the...
Dude,
oh, holy shit, okay.
it's,
That is not... I did not know where this was going. That was... Let's fucking go, dude. That's so exciting.
we're getting a picture with him.
Yeah.
He is signing my Light of the Jedi book.
Yeah. Dude, if I'm far enough, he's... Oh, I might have him sign my lightsaber collection book.
Oh my god.
That would be fire. The High Republic lightsaber collection.
So nice.
And
Yeah,
if
right on the front.
Cause let me look something up. You guys are gonna hear my keyboard because it's so fucking annoying to try and filter that out.
Clack, bippity boop. Also, I'm freaking out because like a lot of the Ninja Turtles are gonna be there.
All of them.
There's so many of them, and I'm so excited.
Dude, June 17th is when the last High Republic book comes out, Trials of the Jedi. I'm totally gonna bring that to get it signed. Like, no way I'm
Like,
not.
even though we won't be reading it for a while, just to get it signed.
Dude, I mean,
I don't know. Do you think we could hit?
by August we'll definitely be done with the High Republic, bro. I think like, I think we're gonna burn through Phase 2. I think we're gonna burn through it because, admittedly, I sent Brad a meme a bit ago, guys, about like reading, and what was it? Let me see if I can find it. 2 stages of reading. 1, I've read 5 books in 3 days. 2, I've not read in a single sentence in months.
Yeah.
I have not read Midnight Horizon since I read like the first few pages. I'm still on the prologue.
I'm like 70 pages in, and it's weird because I do really like where it's starting right now.
Yeah.
But it's just like I do feel a little worn out from reading, you know?
Yeah.
So like, but every time I read it, I'm like, oh, this is good. I do like this. But then when I'm like not holding it, and it's just kind of like there, I'm like, I'm not really feeling it right now. So it's like I'm in like a weird in between right now.
I feel that. I've been I want to read, but I'm just like I'm watching Andor right now, and when I'm not watching Andor, I'm watching I'm almost done with season 1 of this anime called Solo Leveling. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's the most like, it's not bad, but it is just like aura farming the anime. Like it's just it's just straight up like hype moments and aura. It's not like it's not deep really.
Yeah.
It's like a 13 episode season 1, but it's got like really good animation and it's got a really cool premise. So I'm just like, I'll turn it on and be like, this looks sick. Like, this is cool. All right. But yeah, man, I just want to get to Phase 2. I'm so curious.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. My time has been taken up by like, well, I'm at work. But when I'm not at work and I'm home, I'm like either playing BG3 or I'm trying to catch up on my Oscar movies. So I watched A Real Pain, I watched Anora, and I'm like halfway through Flow that I have to finish.
Yeah, man. I got to get on watching those Oscar movies because I
catch up on those.
I really want to.
Yeah. Anora, oh my god.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
Those who haven't seen Anora, watch it. So good. A Real Pain, also very good.
Yeah, I've heard so many good things about it.
Yeah, but Anora, I think it's valid why it swept this year.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
especially
crazy.
Like by the end, dude. When it ends, when it ended, I was just silently watching the credits. Just
really.
Thinking. And then I was just like, and then like every 5 minutes I go like, wow. And I would just think of something. And then I listened to a podcast talking about it. And then, like, the more I just thought about it and, like, just had time with it, I like it more and more. I give it 5 stars. It's a fantastic movie.
Wow, okay. All right.
For me, at least.
Yeah, no, I'll go into it with more of an open mind. The trailers, I was just like, it doesn't seem like it's for me, but If you
Yeah.
like it, I'll give it a shot. You know,
I remember late, like last year, I saw the trailer for it so many times.
yeah, that it was
And
every
it's just
time
like,
I was just like, all right, man, stop shoving it in
yeah,
my face, please.
Oscar bait season. But all right, do we want to pivot into the
Aldhani.
into the
Aldhani, guys. Peak. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say.
what a good planet.
I after the okay, I don't want to say anything now, but this might be my favorite arc, at least so far.
Ooh.
It's better than the first arc. It's
Okay,
better than
so
the
far
first three episodes.
I agree that it is better than the first three.
I think.
And we talked for a thick while about the first three, so if these are better, you know that this show
Yeah. Oh,
is
hey.
ridiculous.
The first Andor April episode comes out today, right after we record,
Oh,
because
you know it
it's
is.
the extra episode.
Yeah.
I just realized that. So hopefully you guys listen to it. I'm gonna post that. We'll post it on the socials.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you never know. But yeah, man. Episodes 4 through 6, the Aldhani heist arc.
Oh my god.
Good, 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 good stuff. You know, it fulfills me.
Yeah. It's
I don't
it's
know where to
just such
start really.
it's it's such a good it's still smaller scale, which I think is good with it progressing the story, but it's bigger to where like, oh, things are getting larger and the scale is getting more impressive, but it's
Yeah.
still low scale enough to be like this is like a natural progression of like it's not like Cassian is on Ferrix and like, oh, he's just taken a course on thrown into shit, you know? Like there's a build up
Yeah.
and this is part of that build up, which is good. I think we should start with oh god, yeah, there's a couple places to start.
Let me start with okay. I'm gonna start with one thing.
Mm-hmm.
The very beginning of episode 4.
Okay.
I fucking love how the Fondor Hallcraft sounds. I love it so much. It's got such a satisfying like rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, that's and it. What hurts me the most about this ship is that it does have the cockpit that's off to the side, but
Yeah.
this heavily modified Fondor is so unbelievably good. That's all. I also want to like
It's
Mimban.
oh, dude.
Andor was on Mimban, right? So
Man.
if I'm correct, you want to know who else was on Mimban?
Oh.
Han Solo.
Oh my. Oh really?
So I don't think they were there at the same time,
But they like
but they were both there on the Battle of Mimban,
okay.
which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the
That's
Wikipedia page right now.
That's cool. Oh wait. Wait. Is that where Han?
Meets like Beckett's gang and the team
Yeah, in
and
the beginning
everything.
of Solo?
Yeah.
In Andor's damn.
Andor Cassian said he was there for 2 years, and then Luthen's like, "Yeah, you were on Minbad. You were there for 6 months as a cook, buddy. I know everything about you. Cut the shit." So
Susses him out.
yeah, I don't think they were there at the same time, but it would have been really cool if they were, because if Cassian was a cook, he would have fed Han Solo.
Yeah.
That come on, that would have been awesome.
That would have been really cool. Um Dude, I like do you like this whole like job proposition that Luthen has for Cassian?
Yes.
Like how he just has it all so thought out.
Yeah. Um, I also noticed that when Cassian's like, okay, I know what you are, who you are, and he's like, who am I? And he lists a bunch of like titles, but he calls him a Sep. And I think it's so crazy that in the prequels, the Separatists are the bad guys because they're being led by the Sith. Literally, aside from that fact, they're basically the good guys. Like the Republic is unknowingly the bad guys. You know what I mean?
Uh, yeah,
It's just
yeah.
wild. So like,
And the order's just misguided by that point.
it's so fucked. It's so bad.
Yeah.
But like, I love that the Separatists went from something bad to something good. Like now it's like if
Yeah,
we
like,
went in the original
yeah.
trilogy, like we would be, if you wanted to be part of the rebellion, like you would have like it's just so crazy to me. Like
You're a
separatists
separatist,
became the rebellion, you know?
which is very interesting.
Like it this is a very very minor spoiler. It might sound bigger than it is, but really it has nothing to do with the rest of the show. There's a single episode of I believe, not that I believe, Star Wars Rebels, but in what I believe is season 3, where the Rebels actually use B1 battle droids.
Oh.
So it's like what, dude? It's so crazy.
Dude, even in, I don't think it's a spoiler. Well, no, even in, Survivor, all the droids.
Yeah, they're
Jedi
being
Survivor.
used by
Dude.
what's the name of that group? What is
But yeah, even like they were repurposing them and using them way after, which was interesting.
I cannot remember the name of the enemies in Jedi Survivor.
In Survivor.
Am I stupid?
Like, no.
Is it the Haxian Brood?
I don't think so. Is it? No.
No, that's that's something else. That's the bounty hunter thing.
Yeah.
Bedlam Raiders. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's who they
Wow.
were. Wow.
Took us a little
I
while.
haven't played that game since it came out, like the story at least. So I mean, I'm gonna give myself a pass. But you just played this you just beat it like a month ago,
I
man.
played
Come
it,
on.
yeah, a little while ago.
Oh god, it was longer than a month ago. Wow.
Yeah. Already.
Ugh.
But yeah. Anyway, they use them too. And then even it's not really a spoiler, but you see B1 droids in Bad Batch too,
Yeah.
which is also interesting because that is after that time. But I like with this Luthen giving Cassian essentially a down payment
With Sky Kyber.
of the Kyber.
But it's not a Kyber crystal. It's Sky Kyber. Like what's
Yeah, which is crazy.
I'm curious what the difference is. And also, if Sky Kyber, so he says don't take less than 50,000 for it, but a couple episodes later, Skeen says that it's a $30,000 credit crystal.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me wonder. So the range is 30 to 50K, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How much
Skeen's-
is a
Skeen's
Kyber
also
crystal
sketchy.
worth?
I don't know. Who buys Kyber crystals
Well, we know the Empire
on the market?
mines for them now, because don't they?
Yeah,
They
true.
power the Death Star with Kyber.
Yeah, and then Starkiller Base is Ilum.
Yeah, that shit. That
Which is
grosses me
which is
out, dude.
wild, dude. Yeah.
Like a sacred planet turned into a weapon
Yeah.
is
Ah,
hate
because
that.
even in Fallen Order, you see like that process of the middle part starting to wear away, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's so gross. I
Um,
hate it. But yeah,
Since you mentioned them, though, we got some additional new cast members in
yes,
this.
sir.
So, for the new supporting cast, and I'll wait to say the GOAT because we'll bring her up after.
Yeah.
We got Vel Sartha, played by Faye Marcy. Arvel Skeen, who we just mentioned, played by Eben Moss Backrack, the guy. Karis Nemec, played by Alex Lothar, also great. Sinta Kaz, played by Varada Sethu. And then Tamarin Barcona, played by Gershwin Eustace, I think, or Eustache Jr. And that's like the Aldhani crew.
Yeah.
This is the heist group for everybody.
Yes, sir.
And then one of the best returning actors is Genevieve O'Reilly as Mon Mothma.
Dude. Oh my god. Getting to see Mon, like, in this new context, because, like,
I love Mon, dude.
she's technically in the prequels, like, she's in, like, a deleted scene, but she's, like, there in the background at one point, and then recasting her, or casting that same actress again for Rogue One, and then being able to bring her back for Andor, like, she's played Mon Mothma more than the original Mon Mothma now. It's crazy. And, like, they look so similar. They do such a good job.
They really do. Like, when you see Mon in Return of the Jedi, you're like, I believe that this is the same person, just older.
It's like, all right, yeah, she's just a few years older. Yeah. Like, yeah, all right.
Hot take, I don't know if this is a hot take, probably my favorite Star Wars politician.
I mean,
maybe only rivaled maybe with Bale.
I mean, Padme's right there, man.
Padme, I know too.
No, I know what you mean though. Like, Padme is a quote unquote politician, but she does so much more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mon is putting up a front. Dude, okay. All right, we are all over the place with this one.
For sure.
I want to talk about the dual identity stuff.
Yes.
Especially with Mon and Luthen.
Yeah. There's something I actually really wanted to bring up about that is when Luthen talks to Cassian on the Fondor, and then when he talks to Vel, on Aldhani, he is so unbelievably blunt and to the point when he talks. He has no time to spare. He does not want to beat around any sort of bush, any bush at all. He just wants to get straight to the point. And the contrast to when he is, his fake self on Coruscant, and he has to put up this front and dance around every topic and jump through hoops and do the limbo and just to make a point. It's like, oh my god, dude.
Can we just talk about that scene when you first see him essentially like redesigning himself?
You know what? He does such a good job of you can tell how disgusted he is with himself. Having to powder his face and do the face wash. Like put the rings, like that's not who he is, but he understands how vital it is. But I love the idea that he just fucking hates having to do it.
Yeah. And you see him just like pretend to have just like that like, oh, haha, like fun, fluffy kind of like merchant
where he like holds his hand up to his chest or whatever, and then he just drops it and his face drops and he walks away, and it's, oh my god.
And it's all silent and it's just physical.
The music is crazy right there.
It is. It's so good.
Yeah, man. It is so good. He's, man, dude. I'm gonna say it. Luthen, my goat. Mon Mothma, my goat. Nemec, my goat, dude. Highlight characters in the show for me.
Mon's situation at home and everything with Luthen. She's so complex. Every character is complex in the show.
Yeah.
No one has like a single defining trait. Even if they do, it's never stagnant. Like there's always something else going on within them. To where like, okay, these people are dynamic and they feel lived in and they feel real.
I want to say that she has, in some ways, the shittiest time throughout Andor, because she's never
Yeah.
she's never safe. She is never like able to have it's
A moment to breathe,
okay.
even with like her shitty husband.
There's a quote from later in the show from Luthen, and I don't want to go into the whole bit,
Oh,
but it's something that I feel like can relate to Mon.
is it?
Something she sacrifices is calm, kindness, kinship. Because you think about it, first of all, it's so obvious. Her husband fucking hates her. She hates her husband. They do not like each
Yeah,
other. They don't love each other. They don't like each other. They get along
yeah.
bare minimum. And the
As like living partners, like literally as like roommates.
yeah,
That's probably it.
they it's not even that like he is pro imperial. He's just too fucking stupid. Like he is
Yeah,
just an
he
idiot.
just he doesn't see a problem with it,
Yeah.
which is crazy. And like the fact that he has not even like their daughter is kind of on his side.
That's what I'm saying. So she has no one in her corner, like at
Yeah,
all.
and Mana's like, what is even going on here? Like, what am I even fighting for? If if these people that I live with love, I assume she loves her daughter. Can't even see what is actually going on. Like it. I feel like it does a good job of like, also too like she's wealthy. They live in a very nice apartment. They're on Coruscant. They are well adjusted.
Yeah. Well
But
off.
she well off. But that pristine, lean apartment that they live in does a good job of also, oh my god, does such I just realized something. A good job. It's like this is luxury. This is what it could be like if we go with the Empire, right? But it's
Yeah.
so much a prison just redecorated, And we see that transition to the Empire stuff on Coruscant, and that set design, you
I
know?
oh man, I think that this how do I word this? The the bureaucratic side of the Empire to me might be the most disgusting part of the Empire, aside from,
Uh,
the whole evil space wizard that seeks to rule the galaxy for thousands of years.
yeah.
Aside from that, with the yellow eyes and the lightning and the laser sword. Yeah, aside from that, it is just so real, and the way that they are so disconnected from
Yeah.
the way life truly is in the
Hmm.
galaxy. It's what does Partagaz say? They are healthcare workers, you know. They
Yeah.
treat sickness, and they have to identify disease and root it
It's
out before it can cause any real sickness to the body or whatever. And the body is the Empire, And
yeah.
to to dehumanize people and a cause to just being a sickness is crazy mental gymnastics, dude. Crazy
Dude,
gymnastics.
even all right, so you mentioned Major Partagaz played eerily by Anton Lesser, really good. And then
If you guys seen
we
Game of
get
Thrones, dude, he's insane.
yeah, isn't he one
He's
of the Maesters?
yeah, he's like
Or is he it,
the
right?
yeah, he's the Maester, like Cersei's
I forget which one
Maester,
he is. Yeah.
like later in the
And then we
show.
get another great performance, Dedra Miro, played
Oh,
by Denise Go.
oh my god, oh my god,
This
dude.
like I get what you're saying, like the bureaucratic stuff with the Empire, it feels so clinical. It feels so operational, you know? Like, and they're healthcare workers, you know? They're just doing their job. But it's like they're where they are. It's like they are, if they're a healthcare worker, they are the handle or the hand that is guiding the scalpel across a body. But they're like, we need to do this because it'll make it better. You know?
Yeah,
And
and
like,
it's
oh, they're bleeding. It's like that's part of the process.
no,
We need to do this.
yeah, it's just, it pisses me off, dude.
Yeah.
Let me.
But like, here you go.
No, it's just, it, the the very mindset of the Empire is it. You go, because what I want to say is something that Nemec says in the next episode.
You seem emotionally distressed.
No, it's. I'll say this quote from episode 5 because I guess we're kind of bouncing around. Nemec says,
Yes.
"The pace of repression outstrips our ability to understand it." Like,
Nemec is just
his dialogue.
spitting heat. All the dialogue in the show.
Yeah, Luthen's dialogue and Nemec's dialogue are my two favorite character. Like the writing is so unbelievably good.
So strong.
It is. It's incredible. He says that it is easier to. I'm gonna fuck it up, but he basically says it's easier to hide among 40 atrocities than a single event, and that's what the Empire's doing. Is they're doing so much that you can't focus on just one, so then they're able to get away with it all.
Yeah.
It's like fuck, dude.
I love too that pretty much the settings of the main settings of this arc is we have Aldhani, right? This beautiful, shot on location, expansive, just gorgeous mountains and greens and trees and rivers. And then we have, I would say, the middle ground, which is this gray area that Luthen is literally operating in with his shop, where he's blocked in by concrete, stone, whatever, grayness. But within the shop, he has antiques and things of history and memory, which ties back to Aldhani and what they're doing and what's going to happen on Aldhani. And then you have even one step further where it's like, we started from all the nature and then we go to this just sterile, bleak, like, designed by, I don't even know.
It's an unnatural setting. You know, the sterilized whiteness of it all.
Yeah,
you know,
of
like
the Empire and that. And it's like, I feel like we just get a good range of how far it could really get.
It's similar to Canary, compared to that ship that Casa climbs into, where the colors are just drained out. But now it's, instead of it just being like a bleak, it's pushed even further to that almost painful white.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And it's just going through all of them, but like, I feel like set design.
Yeah, it's
and shooting location, it makes a difference.
Oh my god, it makes such a difference.
Especially too, like, why, like, what, like, we'll take something, right, as natural as a circle, right, which is like the sign, like, of the Republic, right?
Yeah.
Or like part of it is like carved out and like made into like a symbol, you know? But it's a circle. And then for the Empire to come in and it gets hard edges and it becomes unnatural and it becomes forced to form into something else. And then all of these environments that we see people in, it's like all the, like, the room is shaped like a hexagon. Something like that, where it just feels unnatural.
Yeah, let me,
you know,
ISB office. Nope, not officer.
I wasn't expecting to talk about like production design for this long, but
Yeah, man, it's wow, it looks so good. Just the
what'd you
office.
look up?
I just looked
Oh
up
yeah.
ISB Office Star Wars, and you get a picture Imperial Security Bureau on the Star Wars website. Like, I'll just throw a picture up because, like, I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
able to describe what this looks like, but
Yeah.
it is just such a
Ugh.
disgusting. Like, here,
Yeah.
I'll send it to you real quick.
Like if you don't like hospitals because of the lighting, you don't like this.
And it's
You
it's the
know?
fact that like it's white walls, white ceilings, white floors, and they're all just wearing white.
Mm-hmm. It's just so
And
homogenized.
it's something Dedra, whenever she gets really stressed, she'll tug on her collar, and I really love that
Mm-hmm.
because it shows that the standard way of living for an imperial officer is to have it tight around the throat. You're always feeling pressure around the throat. Crazy, bro.
Uncomfortable. It's forced, right?
Yeah.
For lack of
I
a better word.
I kind of forgot the way things happened, and we're gonna have to wait till the last episode to hear Nemec's whole manifesto, which
Oh
pisses me
man,
off so much. But it will be so worth it because I think that not only is Luthen's monologue one of my favorite
Ooh,
monologues in all of fiction, but Nemec's manifesto might
yeah.
be, I don't want to say it, but it might be my favorite monologue ever. Like, it is
If
so
there's
perfect.
yeah, if there's any ideal that Star Wars entails, if it had to be written out, it's that manifesto.
It's oh my god, it's so
You know.
good.
All right.
Yeah, where do you want to take this? Because we're
I want to
over
take
40
it.
minutes in already, dude. That's
I
insane.
want to take it back to the Aldhani crew. I want to
Yeah,
talk about that. Um, do you have anything to start with on the characters or just the heist in general, the
I
plan?
I actually do. um, who'd have thought? I okay. Skeen, cousin. Come on. I mean, cousin's
Cousin.
good, Skeen's good, but here's the thing.
The thing, cousin. Are you fucking?
I put a picture of the thing on screen if you're just listening. Um,
Oh my god. I should have saw that coming. I'm
oh
so
man.
excited to see him play the thing.
No,
Continue.
he's gonna do such a good job. I think he will probably be like the heart
Oh,
of the movie.
okay.
Okay, all right. Just give a little bit of zip. Um, he is. I mean, aside from Nemec, he might be my favorite of the crew, even though he's a piece of shit. Um, and you know, if you guys didn't realize already, we're going into full spoilers for Andor as a whole. And he fucking dies like at the end. Good riddance.
Dude,
Him telling Cassian
we
that
gotta talk
story about his
about.
brother, and then I don't have a brother. Oh,
Dude, the one of my favorite lines in the whole show. I don't know why it always sticks with me, but it might be Eben's delivery, but it's just when he finds that Cassian's wearing the Sky Kyber, and he's like, "Who brings a treasure to a robbery?"
yeah.
I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like I don't know why that hits so hard for me.
No, it
But like,
hits though.
such an
He
interesting way of saying it, because he doesn't trust him from the instant he sees him.
yeah. But then at the
You
end,
know,
it's almost like he. It's not that he
and
trusts
more.
him. It's that he thinks he knows Cassian well enough that money is enough of a motivator like that. But
Mm-hmm.
and that is the difference between someone like Skeen and someone like Cassian, where Cassian is in it for the money, and yeah, like you find out Skeen is also just kind of in it for the money, but Cassian has a higher moral code. He's not just going
Yeah.
to take 40 million. He kills him, goes inside, is like, "Hey, I'm taking my cut and I'm getting out of here. I'm taking what was promised and that's it. I'm gone."
Mm-hmm. And she's like, Vel's like, Skeen? He's like, he's dead. He was gonna betray you. He was gonna peace out. She's like, no, he wouldn't. He's like, yes, he would.
Dude, I love Cassian's response where she's like, he wouldn't do that. And I already forget exactly what he says, but he's like, you might want to think about that some more. Or something like that. And I'm like, oh, dude. Like, literally telling her, like, really think about how well you know these people, you know?
If there's anything Cassian's good at, it's shooting people when they don't expect it.
Yeah.
This is like the third time we see him do that. But but yeah, like Skeen's interesting because like I feel like each member of the Aldhani crew kind of like they kind of take on a different perception of Cassian, which I like. Which like Vel obviously like is upset. She's like, we've been planning this shit for months, and you're doing this now. You're putting this dude now like a couple days before this job. But she's like, all right, like she's there for the mission. You know, she's like, all right, we got to do this. We'll get it done. People got to deal with it. Let's go. And then, dude, just all the shots, just even of them walking to the camp on Aldhani. Can you pop up a picture of Aldhani right quick?
Yeah.
Like,
just
or several.
some generic. Yeah, I'll just get some pictures of what Aldhani looks like right now.
It's so good.
Should I throw up a picture of the eye real quick, just so that people know what they're looking at?
Ooh, when we get to the eye.
Oh God, I'm looking at pictures right now. It's so good.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
so pretty, bro. But Aldhani
so,
is beautiful, bro.
It really is. It's like you have like the leader, right? And then you get Skeen. He's like the pessimist, would you say? Or would he be like the realist, where he's like?
I would say he is It's interesting that you say that. I also think like each of the members of the Aldhani group are a different representation of a rebel.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah.
Vel is like, you know, the commanding rebel kind of, I guess. Even though, is she really? You know.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, though. I'm sorry to bounce around, but now that I'm thinking about it, like, Luthen, Cassian, when they land on Aldhani, he's like, I thought you were the leader. He's like, I never said that. But the second that he starts talking to Vel, it's like, oh, no, he's in charge of this. He's like, you wanted to be in charge. This is what you need to do. This is how it goes. And, like, she's just a child in front of him. It's crazy.
Essentially, yeah.
But, like, Skeen is such a two-timing piece of shit kind of rebel, which in a sense Cassian almost becomes by the time we see him in Rogue One when he kills that guy to save the information.
You definitely see reflections of that. I feel like you dude, oh my God. It's so this is so good when you're talking about it and you just realize more and more.
Yeah. It's the best.
But like, and we would say like Nemec is like he would be like the peaceful protest guy. You know, like he's standing up for a message. He believes in it. He doesn't. Would you say that he's
peaceful? I don't know. I feel like I could see him being so committed to the cause that he would have the easiest time killing.
Maybe.
Because Skeen says like he's green, but he's the most committed out of any of us, or whatever.
True. I think it's just I think I said that because like he talks to Cassian the most.
He's an idealist. He's a fanatic. He's literally a fanatic.
Yeah. He's like it's his whole life, and like it's a different version of Luthen, where like Luthen is putting his hands in all these things and maneuvering everything, but Nemec is like he wants to be the one doing it.
Yeah, the
which is
Imperial
like
thought
it's more
machine.
interesting. Yeah, or like his manifesto, but. Which is like dude. The first time I watched it, I guess we're just gonna get into the heist now.
Okay, we'll bounce back to some of the other characters. Well, it's just like Cinta. Cinta scares me a little bit because she is, I would say she is probably the most committed, more so than Nemec, because she, like, first of all, she's the only one left behind on Aldhani. And, like, that's the way it's supposed to go. Like, she is that committed, you know?
Yeah.
Where she's like, yeah, I'm okay with this. Like, I'll find my own way out.
She lives,
Terramin,
right?
yeah, Terramin is interesting, especially because again, he's a different type of rebel. He was one that was a stormtrooper, you know, and then with Cinta, her family was killed by stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Skeen is every man for themselves. Everybody else aside from Skeen and I guess Cassian seem to believe in the bigger picture, and they're doing it for the cause. Yeah. And then you find out Skeen isn't, which is so, I fucking hate it, but I love it. Like, it's so good. It's so real.
It's each of them are radicalized in their own way, right?
Yeah.
Like each of them have that thing.
Well, that's the thing is the Empire is so evil and so vast that no one has the same reason. Exactly. Like, everyone has had something happen to them. Even Gorn. Mm-hmm. They say he fell in love with a local, and then the Empire killed her, and he lost out on a promotion, and so he's just done with the Empire. He hates the Empire. That's so valid. I love it, man. It's so good. Okay. Real quick.
Surprising to me.
Yeah, no, I'm so sorry. You go. No, I want to hear what you say.
Go.
All I was going to say is, before we really focus on the rest of these characters, Cyril. Can we what a guy Cyril. In these episodes. I realized he only says one word in all of episode 4, but his facial expression does so much heavy lifting. He's such a good face actor. You can just see the disappointment, the regret, the anger, the self-loathing in himself. Like, all of it is expressed so well.
How often do we see a villain get demoted, but not only get demoted, go home and live and go back to living with his mom,
just eating some cereal,
just eating cereal and just talking? It's like, that's such an interesting direction to put him in, dude.
Yeah, it definitely, because it's just not the norm.
No, because he seems so like he's trying. Because in the first 3 episodes, he's trying so hard to do this one thing right by not letting people die in vain, and it just backfires on him. And then, he's just, all right, go back to mom's house. Bye. Like,
and he just
ruined your chance.
Opens the door, mother.
Yeah,
that's all he says.
It's, and then even their apartment, the apartment that they live in, again, just gross.
Yeah.
Not like gross and like messy, but just like gross in the way it's like designed and colored.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But yeah, dude, super. There's interesting and different direction to push a villain. Was the first villain of the show, I'd say.
Yeah.
And just even demoting him in the show, but like not really, you know.
I mean, it is interesting because, I mean, I'm gonna hold off on talking about Cyril much until the next arc, because he's very much at an in between point right now. Yeah, he has been demoted, and like, yeah, it's like his screen time has been cut down, but we're sort of gonna see him build himself back up and like reignite the fire in the next episodes, and I'm excited to talk about that. But we're at almost an hour already. Let's. Oh my god.
All right, you said. Can I say?
Yeah, go to town. Go to town.
I find it interesting that this whole time we're talking about how oppressive the Empire is, how just unhumane they are, right?
Yeah.
But they let this tradition happen on Aldhani, right? This is like one of the few instances where the Empire actually lets the native people of a planet follow through with their tradition. And it's like, it's weird, you know? Like, And granted, like the way, like the officer that's there doesn't. He's can't be touched. Whatever. I'm the top dog. I'm not gonna treat anybody with respect. And he acts like that. But do you think it's even shocking at all that they're even letting them have the eye ceremony?
Well, so I do think it's interesting that they let it go on for as long as they do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the fact that there's been an Imperial presence on Aldhani for 12 years, right?
Yeah.
When they first got there, there was tens of thousands of native Aldhanians,
Yeah, I'd say so.
Aldhani people, going to see the eye. By the time we see it in Andor, there's roughly 60 people, less than 70 people, in just over a decade. Like
That's terrifying.
it's awful. And he also goes on to say, like, yeah, there's like 500 people to start out with, but we have set up temporary relaxation stations or whatever, local drink, places to spend the night, entertainment. Like, he's trying to whittle down their numbers so less and less people feel the need to go, because then it shows like less and less people care, you know.
Yeah.
And then they even mention, like, oh, do they know that this is the last time they'll see it here in their sacred land, because they want to build more Empire shit.
Yeah.
It's Andor does such a good job of just showing how inhumane and disgusting the Empire truly is. Like, how they belittle and mock that which they do not understand.
Yeah.
Like, it even goes back to the original trilogy, the way that the Empire views the Force.
An ancient religion.
Well, just like, what is that conversation that one Imperial officer has with Vader in A New Hope?
In A New Hope? Like, what are you talking about?
Where he's literally giving Vader shit about the Force. He's like, you with your powers, you couldn't even foresee this happening, Vader.
Yeah.
Like, they are all just so stuck in one mindset that they cannot even fathom seeing life from any other point of view. Like from the point of view of the Aldhani people, like their customs, their traditions. And I mean, there's definitely a parallel to be made between the Empire and the Aldhani people, and then the United States government and the Native American people. There's a definite parallel to be made there, I feel like.
Yeah. I could see that. Even the fact that the dude, like, you could probably look at it as like a weird dialogue option, but like when he says ancient religion to Vader, it's like that was only however many years ago. But it's also like you're old enough to remember when the Jedi were a thing. And now you're at this stage where it's like you think this thing is so far gone, and it hasn't even been like 2 decades, 3 decades.
Right?
It's just such an overbearing just diffusion of individuality and person and expression, and you could say I wouldn't say the Force is a religion. I think people call the Jedi religious zealots because they thought, whatever, the Order. But like to treat that as if like, oh my God, this was so long ago, like why is this even relevant? And it was so recent.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Less than 20 years ago. I mean, Luke and Leia are 19.
Yeah, 19. Yeah.
Like,
what?
Yeah. That's like saying the early 2000s was forever an ancient time. Like, what?
Yeah. Like, dude, you're talking about The Dark Knight, that ancient movie that came out. It's like, huh? It's
Oh my
like,
god, dude. Yeah, you're talking about Revenge of the Sith, that ancient movie.
yeah, even earlier than that. Oh my god, then what are even the original trilogy? What
Well,
is
that's just
that?
a bygone era, you know, a more
Yeah, it's
civilized
just
age.
dust. Yeah, oh,
Alright.
but yeah,
Okay, but that's also the thing is that they say lightsabers are from a more civilized age when they were in use 20 years ago. To be fair, like, you know, the Age of Rebellion, Age of Empire, Age of Republic.
Republic.
So
I
you
think,
could,
yeah, Obi-Wan meant it as like the entire, like, with the Jedi Order,
yeah.
maybe, a more civilized age. But yeah, dude, do you want to talk about the heist?
I
Like
think I
the,
think we should talk about the heist.
because
It's insane. We're over an hour in, and we have just been so scatterbrained.
dude, I love it though, because that
It's so fun.
when we can't nail down a specific one thing to follow on, I feel like that's good because there's so much good to talk about.
Yeah.
Um, I want you to start your thoughts on the heist.
Okay. I love how often you're like, Ted, just just go for
Take
a
it
minute,
away.
get it out of your system real quick.
Take it away.
I the I, which is episode 6. Real quick, yeah, before I think I did this last time. Episode 4 is Aldhani, episode 5 is the Axe Forgets, episode 6 is the I. Only saying it now an hour in, that's fine. I think the I is so fucking good because, and I thought about this morning. This arc sort of reminds me of Fallen Star now, where you know what's going to happen. Excuse me. You know what's going to happen the entire time, but it is the build up, it is the tension, it is the suspense. Like in the previous 2 episodes, the TIE fighters coming by. You know, there's that tension where it's like, fuck, what if we get found out before it happens? They get there, and you can see once they get there dressed up as the imps, some of the other soldiers there are like giving them looks. They're like, who the fuck are these guys? It's like, oh, fuck, what if somebody says something?
Yeah.
There's so much that could go wrong. And admittedly, there is stuff that does go wrong, but it's like, it just, I don't know. I got the same kind of vibe as reading Fallen Star. I mean, obviously the stakes are higher in Fallen Star. But yeah, dude, it's so good. It's so good. The way that they just lock in, and I love so much the fact that Cassian does not fuck up. I really love that because they could have made that an easy like, oh, he's new, he's like, oh, he fucks up, he messes up in one way or this way or another, or maybe he can't get the ship out. But no, like everything more or less goes according to plan. It's just like, you know, one Imperial officer like does one thing and then the whole thing turns into chaos. I don't know, man. I don't really know what to say. Like it's a fantastic action sequence following. The escape is incredible. The visuals for the eye and that whole sequence, the colors, especially because all of Andor right now, especially like if you look at Aldhani, it's cloudy, it's cold colors again. If you look at Ferrix, it's coldish colors again. You know, you go to the Empire, it's bleak, it's white. Even in Mon Mothma's apartment, it's a softer white, but it's still white. And then for this eye to come, and you see those streaks during the day. 1, 3, 4, 7, 9, 10. Like you see them throughout the day. But for it to really happen, and for this just wave of colors to go streaking across the sky, and to as they say, it's like pulling a curtain down over the sky, and it is so breathtakingly beautiful, just the visuals and flying through it, just this overwhelming color, especially seeing it from the point of view of a TIE fighter pilot. Oh my god, it's so good. I love it so much, man. Rip Nemec, you know, dude. It's
Dude, I was thinking about that. Because who gets killed during the heist?
Terriman.
Harriman? Does Gorn too? Shout out Gorn's
I
actor.
think
Hang on.
I think Gorn does die.
Oh no, I think Gorn's the first one to die, right? Did he get shot?
Yeah, he was shot and killed during the raid when the rebel team was discovered by Corporal
Yeah.
Kimsey.
Okay. Sewell Rimy?
Who?
I apologize. This is the actor for Gorn. I didn't say it before. I apologize if I'm not saying it correctly. But dude, he's really good also. Yeah, him, yeah, Terriman. Dude, how do you feel that like Nemec gets killed not by getting shot or like hit by one of the troopers, but by getting like crushed by the credits' wealth, like the Empire's wealth?
There is definitely,
Dude.
there's something to be said there.
Oh my god. Did you dude, the first time I watched that, I was so I was like,
Yeah,
wait,
I did
what?
not think he was going to die from that at all.
No. And then
But I
like,
mean,
what?
I can understand
Such
why.
a brutal hit.
Yeah. Watching it knowing that he's going to die, you can kind of see like, oh no, yeah, that's definitely going to crush an internal organ or fuck up. Like, because he says he can't feel his legs. So
yeah, you're breaking some ribs or something.
I could imagine a bone or something probably stuck into an organ.
Punctured, yeah.
Or
a spine. Something happened to his spine.
Yeah.
But like, oh, dude. But then Cassian's just like locked in, takes the ship. But dude, yeah, when they're flying through the eye, it's some of the dude, and I can't. The music throughout this scene makes it so much more intense. It's because it's a 3-episode build, and you're seeing like we have these quiet moments of them practicing how to walk the right way and how to address each other, and all of these small things that lead up to that, and it's even louder of a finale than episode 3. And it's just the payoff is greater. Yeah.
I mean, the stakes go up with every arc,
They do.
Like this. Man, dude, I cannot wait.
For next arc.
Yeah. I cannot wait. If you look through the episodes, 7, 8, and 9, 7 is sort of an in-between episode. It is.
Yeah, it's kind of a bridge, right?
It's technically the start of, the prison arc.
Yeah.
But
it's really 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, 8, 9, 10 is really the prison arc, but that means the last episode talking about 10, 11, 12 is going to be fucking crazy.
Oh my god.
That's going to be so exciting.
Harder.
We might have to have a whole episode just talking about One Way Out. Like, oh, man.
Oh
sorry,
God. We can't get ahead of ourselves.
No, I know. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
But yeah, like the heist, great, intense, exciting action. And then, dude, just what a way to end the episode with Luthen smiling and laughing.
That is that might be my favorite ending to any of these episodes. Like, it might be. Like, when you really think about it, it might be. Because that is...
he's genuinely smiling.
Yeah. Especially because when you look at him, he's in his Coruscant fit.
Yes.
Every single time that he smiles when he's dressed like that, it's fake. It's a show. It's a charade. But to immediately being like, oh, I think we have something in the back, because he knows he's gonna break. Like, and he's like, you gotta think, like, the stress, dude. Oh my god. because he's so stressed.
Oh
Like,
my god, of not knowing
yeah,
anything?
because he's over there like, okay, Cassian, like, if something goes wrong, Cassian's gonna rat me out. He's definitely gonna want to save his own skin over me. But then it's like, no, this turned out okay. Like, we can do this. Oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
it's so good, bro. I love Luthen so much. What's Clea is
Her
the
actress.
is his
Dude, remember when
uh
everybody thought that was Elizabeth Delau plays Clea. Everybody thought that was Leia.
oh, because
And
Clay.
like one of the first trailers, they said it and like, did they say Leia? Is that Leia?
Star Wars fans, bro.
But
Come
dude, honestly,
on.
Ted, the character's name's Clea, and you cast someone that looks similar. You know, like I understand why people got confused. I was confused too. I was like, wait, what?
No, I could see that happening.
Yeah, but no, she's good too. She's just like I don't even know.
I'm
She's
just
just
curious,
Luthen's pal
like,
that just knows everything.
well, I'm curious, like, I think, I have a lot of thoughts come in all at once, and I have to figure out how to say them. Um, I think there's a non-zero chance that Vel, Moth, or Clea could be related to Luthen. Like, I know it doesn't have to be because, like, people just know each other, but
Interesting.
I don't know. I think it would be really
Yeah,
interesting if like Clea turned out to be like his
a niece or
estranged
something.
daughter or niece or something. But
Yeah,
she does call him Luthen. She doesn't say like dad or uncle or anything. I don't
yeah.
know.
Well, because Vel and Mon are cousins, we find out,
Yes.
which is interesting.
Yeah. If
Do you think Mon's like jealous of Vel being like she gets to be the one to go like actually do shit
she's
in the field?
probably, I could
Or she
see
like
that.
proud of her. She's like I'm playing my part here. She has to play her part there. You know?
I could imagine she's probably jealous of Vel for being able to be herself. She doesn't have to
Mm.
deal with, the charade, the
Yeah.
charade.
Oh.
But I think she understands that like they're both doing something that's important for the beginning of the rebellion.
Yeah.
It's also crazy how Dedra, like, if Partagaz had just listened to Dedra, they probably could have stopped the rebellion, which is insane. But
Huh.
it's like what Andor says to Nemec, like they don't care about you. They're not gonna change. They don't care enough.
Yeah.
Like
The fact
they
that even sorry, you go.
no. Well, I was just, Brad, you go.
Even the fact that the fifth episode's called "The Axe Forgets," it's telling you right there.
Yeah.
It's like the person that swings the axe might remember, sure, but that's not it. It's like this cold weapon of killing. It doesn't remember. It's just gonna do what it's supposed to do. And that's just its purpose.
Every rebel is a tree, man. And the Empire is an axe. Every single rebel is some tree that's been cut into. It's crazy, man. I love it. It's so good.
But with every branch they cut off or tree that they chop down, another one grows.
I was gonna make a really stupid joke. I'm not going to, but yes. Yeah. I I just can't. I wonder, like, I really want to know how long it took to write this first season, because every
Yeah.
episode is so tight. It is exactly what it needs to be. Like, some of the episodes are closer to half an hour. The episode 6, The Eye, was almost a full hour. Like, I don't know. I would love to see the writing room for this show.
Yeah. I just looked up how long did it take to write Andor? And I found there's a Reddit called Who made it so good? R/Andor. Like, yeah, that's the right question you want to ask.
Yeah, man, nothing better than Andor, bro. Come on. I was watching it last night, and I was on literally episode 4. Like, I was on Aldhani, and I'm watching this, and it hits me. I'm like, I've thought this before. I've said it before. I don't know if I've said it explicitly on the podcast, but I've definitely said it a bunch of times. Like, I'm watching it, and it hits, like, this could just be its own thing. This could be so unrelated to Star Wars. You could put this in the real world, obviously change a lot of things from planets to countries or whatever, but it's so real. It is so just like tangible.
Yeah.
Not even in the sense that like not like practical sets and props and stuff, just like the show itself, the content, the way it is made, it is so real. It's right there.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like, if you took it out of Star Wars and just gave it like a real world makeover,
it would still be fucking
it would
incredible.
be the same thing. Don't change the writing, don't change the characters, like just change the setting. And it's still great. It's still that, dude.
Still peak.
Still peak.
Can I hear your best impression of Saw Gerrera saying peak?
I feel like I can't just say one word with the Saw voice.
Peak. No, that was really bad. You're right. Because he's got that really peak. No, I'm gonna stop. I'm done. Oh man,
I'm interested to talk about Saw a little bit.
Very excited to see him because I wonder who would do better in Saw's group between Nemec and Skeen. I guess Skeen probably wouldn't do very good because he's not as but he like
passionate.
But he, I don't know, man. Part of me wants to say Skeen is still passionate, but he is a rebel. It's him versus everybody else. He will first and foremost look out for himself. But that doesn't mean he doesn't hate the Empire. Like, he's very obviously familiar with Saw Gerrera's group.
Yeah.
So it's just...
You think Saw would ever be able to fully trust him?
No, I don't think Saw trusts a single person.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. I don't think you can.
No, you can't. When you're as hardcore as Saw, it's
which I love too, that like we kind of see like a partner. Like, it's not just Saw doing everything. Like, people know Saw, but like now Luthen too, kind of like a more uncovered kind of partner doing shit, and like not like legit partner, but just like someone that's like also actively putting in the effort,
Yeah. Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. I feel like we're kind of slowing down.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do some rapid fire notes, mention some of the things that I took note of throughout the episodes. So for episode 4, there's something called Mednog that Luthen has Cassian drink when they are on the Fondor leaving Ferrix. Really curious what that is. Mednog sounds like medical eggnog.
Yeah.
I would love to know more about that. I'd love to try some. Where did I say it? I think episode 4 has my favorite intro. It's really heavy on the drums, like the intro music for the title card. I really like that. Cassian chooses his adoptive dad's name, Clem, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the first conversation between Vel and Cassian when they're walking back to the base, there's so much wind going on, but the audio is crystal clear. How the fuck did they do that?
I don't know.
How did they do that? Like, genuinely, is it ADR? But it's literally like ADR of like a regular conversation is so hard. So I have no idea how they did that, but I'm so impressed and jealous and mad. The blasters that the Aldhani heist group uses that look like they're literally just based on AK-47s are some of my favorite blasters in all of Star Wars. They mention Hosnian Prime at one point, which becomes the capital of the Republic after Coruscant for the New Republic.
Right. Yeah.
In Luthen's antiques, whatever shop, there is an Easter egg with Starkiller's armor from The Force Unleashed. For episode 5, I think Skeen is so unsettling. I feel so bad for Mon, the way her daughter is so mean to her, but you can kind of understand it because she's like, stop pretending you're there. Stop pretending like you're a part of this. Like, Mon is so busy with her Senate work and also with the rebellion that it's like she does not have time to be with her family, and her husband is a rich guy who we don't even know what he does for work. Like, so of course the daughter's going to be closer to him, which is unfortunate. The editing is really good when they're talking about doing their steps, practicing their walk. It cuts to the boots of an Imperial group on Ferrix, and then we see how Ferrix is being taken over by the Empire. Ties are the most terrifying they've ever been in episode 5.
I wanted to talk about that too.
Like, they are so scary.
Dude, just that screech, and when it just flies past them.
Yeah, it's, oh my god.
TIE fighters are scary.
They are.
Especially when you're on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, also, so when Luthen says he's nervous, and he says it's because of Cassian, they also mention that Vel traces back to him. Is that because Vel is the only one to have met him, or is it something more? You know what I mean? Oh. Something to be curious about for next season, maybe later in the season. Episode 6, haunting music for the intro, sets the tone. The Empire assholes, just those guys in charge. Yeah. My notes for episode 6 were just like, Skeen is fucking crazy. But yeah, man, those are just like the brief notes I was taking while I was watching the episodes. Some of them, at least. Notes. Yeah, I just wanted to get some of that shit addressed. It's like, especially the Mednog. What the fuck is Mednog? Don't just put that out there. Also, did you notice they had actual knives? Like, yeah, just a real life, just a knife.
Just a knife, yeah, not
just
a
knife. Yeah, it was just a straight up knife. I don't know if we've ever seen just like an actual straight up knife before that wasn't a vibroblade.
Dude, I could be wrong. They have actual knives, zippers, sunglasses.
Not, you know what? Not in my Star Wars.
Ted, I take it all back. Disney Star Wars sucks.
0 out of 10. It's too real.
Yep. There's sunglasses. There's visors on helmets. So I assume that there would be sunglasses.
Let's not get crazy, all right? Come on.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right. Do you have anything else to say?
I don't think so. And it feels like just so little ago I had so much to say.
I know. It feels like we talked about so much but so little. But like I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. In a year for Andor season 2's release, maybe we do like a 1-year retrospective as Andor as a whole, and then we could talk about this stuff again. I'm so smart. That's a great idea.
True. Yeah, I think I'm good, honestly. I don't know. I want to read the Reign of the Empire book.
So bad.
More now. Yeah, like especially like probably once after season 2 comes out. I think I want to try and get that book.
Yeah. I'm without a doubt I'm gonna cop that. I really want to get that, and I want to get The Rise and Fall of the Empire.
I want to get that too. Yeah.
that the rise and fall of the Galactic Empire. Like, that is so fucking cool. That there's just like
the cover. But yeah, it's like a historical in-universe recounting of it.
Yeah, right? Like,
crazy.
Oh my god.
So good. All right, Ted,
wow.
anything else to say to the people?
Guys, hope you enjoyed Andor's Gas. No promises, but something might be a little different next week. That's all I'll say.
That's all we'll say.
Yeah.
All right, well, with that, everybody, thank you again for listening, for just spending some time with us, hearing us go on our excited conversation about Andor, to say the least. The next chunk of episodes we're talking about, it's heating up even more. And
I think the next arc is the best arc in Andor.
Yeah, and I almost started pacing talking about this arc, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
With that said, thanks for all the support and listening, of course. Keep an eye in the sky. You know? Eye in the sky.
Yeah, no,
Thigh,
hey.
Keep your head up. Always have hope. It's gonna get brighter. Enjoy the blue milk. And as always, have a good day in the galaxy. We'll see y'all soon. Transmission out.